Hi, this is the Bratz Boyz Club, and I'm Jesse, and today I'm going to introduce you to yet another one of my Bratz Boys that, surprisingly enough, I had not realized that I had added him to my ever-growing collection of Bratz Boys. It's a funny story because I received this sexy, studly guy alongside a few others that I believed to be duplicates, like I mentioned in some of my videos earlier this month and the month before, but apparently they were not duplicates. They were actually from a different collection in our series than the other Bratz Boys, and they just looked the same. As I was going over the details for this one in particular right now from the fan page, it doesn't really state what volume, or if there is a volume particular to this one, as opposed to the one I have. Well, not to the one I have, but as opposed to the one that I'm seeing in the fan page. That should be this one. So I'm thinking this is just a Bratz Boy that was placed under the name of this collection in our series in particular, just because they wanted to put one in there, or if it was actually from another volume and it's just not mentioned. Well, without further ado, here he is, and he is what supposedly I'm reading on the fan page is the 2004 Funk Out Dylan. And yes, I know most of you probably already are aware that he doesn't look like the 2004 Funk Out Dylan at all, because if you visited the fan page of the Bratz Boys, or if you have him, the 2004 Funk Out Dylan, he looks a lot different from this Dylan. So I'm thinking he was just the same Dylan from the New Cool collection or whatever, and he was just placed in this series for whatever reason before they came out with the new Dylan for the Funk Out collection. So I think maybe it's just the way that they did it back in the day. They wanted to sell more of these, so they really didn't care what name of collection or whatever they were under at some point, so they would just sell them and they would just put them in series where they didn't belong or whatever. I really don't know the details about it. All I know is that here he is, and I've got no idea, and if you have an idea, just let me know, drop it down. I'm pretty sure that you can't do it in the comments unless I approve it, but you can send me a message or whatever, give me a holler. But here he is. So I didn't notice that I had him in my collection and that he wasn't the other Dylan that looks exactly the same as he does, but yet he is somehow the Funk Out Collection 2004 Dylan. And he looks exactly like the new cool Dylan that I have in my collection, which I believe might be 2003 or 2004. I'm not really sure, but something along those lines. So here he is. He's the exact, almost detail for detail replica of the other Dylan that I have that I'm so crazy about. And I just cannot believe it that he is part of my collection and that I had not made a video of him yet, even though I should have, because he's definitely not the other Dylan. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Bratz Boys and, of course, a little bit about him, which I really don't know much about. So if any of you know anything, you can just let me know. So back in the early days of the Bratz, they had the best quality Bratz Boys. The dolls were the best, the accessories for the dolls were the best, and the boxes for the dolls were incredible as well. The boxes were extremely durable, they were extremely awesome, they were totally impeccable when it came to art and decoration on the box. They were extremely unique, and of course they had a lot of accessories. These actually are plain Bratz Boys. They're not to be compared to the Tokyo Go-Go collection or the Wintertime Wonderland collection or the Wildlife Safari collection or the Sunkissed Summer collection. These are just the basic, slightly cheaper Bratz Boys that I was able to get my hands on. I believe they went for between $13 and $15 each of these. So they would have pretty much everything. They had what they were wearing, of course, a couple of extras, little things like the backpacks, the little hats, the glasses, sunglasses right there, or whatever. This one has a little logo thing with like a little ring or some kind of thing in there. And of course, they all had the infamous comb that usually disconnects and floats about in the box everywhere. So they had lots of things, and of course they had the extra little sneakers right there. Of course, the box is amazing. It's got the best art, and it's got the best plastic, very durable, especially if you take care of it. Unlike myself, I'm not very good at that, I guess. I mean, I found out by receiving these from these collectors that they're way better at this than I am. So you've got the box, you've got the art that is amazing, and so here it is. And you got the name on the box of the Bratz Boyz logo. You got, of course, the awesome, super hot photo of Mr. Dylan, the hot, studly babe. And then the name for the collection in our series, the Funk Out Dylan collection guy, or dude. And then on the back of the box, pretty much the same. It has pretty much all the information from Mr. Dylan, including his picture, his little animal logo thing, a little bit of an introduction, and his name, and then of course the Bratz Boyz logo letters. And then it'll give you a little bit of the introduction for the girls that you'll be seeing for this collection in our series in particular. And then of course the boys that belong to this collection in our series as well. So, oh my god, yes, they had everything. They had the art, the perfect box, the perfect Bratz boy, and it was amazing. It was, of course, the early 2000s. Oh, and then, yes, some of these back then came with a poster. So there you go. There is a poster for some of these. Some of them did not, and definitely the later versions of, like, today did not have a poster, definitely. They barely have anything nowadays. If you get anything, it's kind of like you're lucky. They're lucky themselves, too. So, kind of sad, but, like, really. And here's the other side. There we go. And you can see the poster and the sneakers there. And you can see actually both sets of sneakers. They look amazing. There you go. That's the whole side. And then I'm going to tip him over so you can look at the bottom of the box. So here he is. And you can see the MGA words. You can see the retail year, 2004. Let me get that closer to you. And the Bratz Boy logo letters right there. And Mr. Dylan's sexy stud photo. And then, of course, the logo for MGA and some other stuff and a barcode. I'm going to tip him over and do an upside on the box. So you can see the upside, the top side of the box with his little awesome hat and his little awesome sunglasses. And the little poster down there and his little jeans, extra jeans, and a little sweater. He looks so amazing and cool. So here he is. So yes, these guys had everything in the very beginning. They were like the best, dolls for the Best Buy. Because for a little bit of money, you got like so much. There was so much in the box. And of course, I think I said this in some of my earliest videos. They were some of the most inclusive dolls since the beginning of their brand. I mean, they came up with all kinds of different, like, nationalities of these guys. Like, they were totally not just your, proverbial, like, blonde, blue-eyed, kind of like just Cameron, and then that was it. Like, for the girls and for the boys, they were, like, pretty much all different. So they were pretty awesome and amazing. I'm just really, really proud of, MGA for these guys, for this particular brand. I'm such a fan. I totally love them. Not just because they look super hot, but because they're super incredibly, like, diverse. They just came in all kinds of nationalities, all kinds of, like, ethnic backgrounds. Like, they were just amazing. They were so different to what we used to have back then, so I'm really, really proud of them, and I'm really, really happy that we actually got to have them. But yes, so this was the 2004 Funk Out Dylan, even though it doesn't look like it because it's totally different in the fan page for the Bratz Boys. And I just cannot believe that. It's really strange. Like, I looked at the photo right now and it doesn't look the same. So, oh well. I mean, I don't know what to do, but if you have an idea what this guy really is, or if he was just supposed to be a repackaged guy from like the New Cool, NU-COL, New Cool, and then just named Funk Out, then that's pretty cool, because, I mean, I don't know, that's pretty weird. But I am just so excited, because it's like, I just didn't think this guy was like, you know, rebadged or whatever, like renamed or put in a box that was totally different than what his original collection was. So I don't know. I'm really thrilled. I didn't know. I thought it was the same dude, super sexy, stuffly dude, but I guess he's not. So I decided to, you know, look it up and then see if there was anything, and then just make a video for you guys. So you guys would get to know him. And then, of course, I would introduce him and add him to my ever-growing collection of sexy, studly, awesome Bratz boys. And, but yes. So the minute I found out, I was so excited and so thrilled that I just thought, okay, I've got to share him with my subscribers on YouTube channel, just to let them know that I've got yet another one. Yes, he does look identical to that New Cool Dylan, but it's okay, because he's totally, like, different all on his own, even though he's like a super, super twin. He's really not that much of a twin, I guess, like in name for the Funk Out Dylan collection of 2004. And so yes, so here he is in all his sexy and studly glory. Like I said, if you have anything that you want to add, if you want to have like a message or whatever, let me know about him in particular, or anything else with pretty much particular to him, because I want to know more about him. I really didn't find out that much. So just let me know in whatever way you can if you want to. Also, thank you so much if you visit and you watch my videos. Thank you so much if you don't. It's okay, totally okay, but you're always welcome to whenever you want to, if you want. So for this one, I just happened to find him, and I found the other one, which I'm also going to share a video about that one too, because I realized that I only uploaded the other version from the other collection and so on. So, but yeah, thank you so much for, you know, like sticking with me and following me, and then viewing my videos sometimes. That's really cool. You guys are so awesome. I totally love you, and I totally love my collector people, my friends, who supply me these guys for my channel. I just love you so much. I love them, how much you care for these guys, how sexy they are, and then when they arrive and everything, you just care for them so much. You love them more so than I could ever love my own. So I'm just really, really, really thrilled. And so thank you so much, guys. I will upload very soon again with another Bratz boy. I forgot, just like this one, to upload, because I just completely thought they were twins, but they kind of are and not at the same time. But so we will see you then, and with another one of my surprises. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you then. Thank you, and you have an awesome, great day, and bye-bye.